Immediately, the tanker accident occurred. Villagers ran away and vacated the scene. The incident comes just a month after a tragic tanker explosion in Majia town claimed more than 187 lives and left many hospitalized. Meanwhile, an early morning fire today razed Ecofitness gym located at 4th Avenue Gwarimpa estate in Abuja. The fire started around 9:49 a.m. from the lounge area of the gym. Many users of the facilities scampered to safety. Senior reporter Ademola Lawrence, who is a fitness enthusiast, was also at the gym when the fire started. According to him, the fire service got to the scene on the incident 30 minutes after the fire started. The cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained. Let's talk this through by speaking with the senior reporter Ademola Lawrence, who is joining me from our Abuja studios. Ademola, you were at the gym this morning.
Just this morning, we just saw that fire started coming out everywhere. It's almost gone down. You can see there are also people outside here. I tell you, seriously, it's ever. We've called the fire service. I personally called the fire service to come, but they're yet to be here. This is really good. 4th Avenue Ecofitness Gwarimpa is.
Senior reporter Ademola Lawrence is joining me from our Abuja studio. Ademola, you were visibly disturbed and worried as the fire razed, at the gym. Talk to us about what led to the fire incident. Do we have the information now?
The information about how the fire started cannot be ascertained at the moment. But one of the things that, of course, happened was the fact that the fire started at the lounge area of the gym. I was presently at the gym when this started. I was actually downstairs. The fire started upstairs where the lounge is. And while the fire started, everybody had to run for their lives, the gym housed more than hundreds of gym goers who were actually at the gym at the time. If you know how gym works, by 6 a.m., everybody is almost already at the gym. So by 9:30, 10 o'clock, you know that the gym is full already. So having in that kind of capacity where you have over 100 people inside that kind of a place when the fire started, is something to worry about. When the fire started, I personally called the fire service.
Right, we just lost connectivity with Ademola Lawrence, who is giving us information about the fire that razed the Ecofitness gym, which is located at 4th Avenue Gwarimpa Estate in Abuja. Ademola, I understand that you're back. Could you carry on from where you left off?
Okay, so I was saying that 30 minutes after I made the call to the fire service, they arrived with one truck first. But of course, when they saw the magnitude of what had happened, they had to bring 5 other trucks to that particular environment to make sure that they are able to put out the fire. Before I left, the fire had been put out. But of course, to ascertain what actually caused the fire, we really don't know at this particular point in time. Some speculations were maybe because at the back of the generator, which is of course at the back of the gym. But one thing is very sure, the fire started at the lounge area. Thankfully, no casualty, no life was lost. But of course, at the instance of people trying to run for their lives, injuries. Of course, I also have an injury on my leg, anyways. But I'm fine now. So, so it was just a very devastating one this morning. Had to see that kind of a thing happen. But of course, the fire service were able to come 30 minutes after to put it out.
Right. So, Ademola, you wanted to mention the response time of the fire service, because I could see in that video, you said that the fire service, when they were called upon, which you also tried to reach out, did not come in time. Was there any reason given?
Of course, one of the things that happened is that they are not actually within that axis. I think while I was speaking to one of them, because one of the people who came, so I had to ask the lady, were you the one I spoke to? And she said no, but they were coming from Kubwa to Gwarimpa. Not a distance, but you have to go turn. It's a long turning for them. But eventually, I'm very sure it's because of the distance to that place. That was what caused it. But in 30 minutes, of course, they were there, and they had to do. It took them time. The fire started around 9:49, and like I highlighted, I think that the fire, as at 11 o'clock, while I was still there, 11 o'clock past 11, they were still trying to put out the fire. But of course, it has gone down to a minimum level where they had done it.
We can't exactly tell the level of ascertain the level of damage, but what we see on screen is quite worrisome. But it's good to know that
the damage is quite much. The damage is quite much. Everything burnt down. Everything.
Absolutely.
The damage.
It's good to know that you're fine at the end of the day. But Ademola Lawrence, thanks so much for the. Thank you. Moving on, the Kebbi State government has dismissed reports that bandits are in control of certain villages where they have imposed Sharia law and appointed traditional rulers. Deputy Governor of the state, Senator Omar Tafida, made this clarification in Birnin Kebbi. Senator Tafida